The motion to dismiss is from the New York Times, as Justin Baldoni is suing them. So while this doesn't have as much to do with Blake Lively's defense, these parallel lawsuits leave a lot in the exhibits.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit.
Oh boy. Well, for what?
I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have to wait and see. It's coming up soon.
Blake Lively is reportedly furious after the New York Times leaked a shocking email involving Justin Baldoni, sparking intense speculation and controversy. The unexpected revelation has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, with Lively allegedly outraged by the timing and nature of the leak. Sources close to the actress suggest she believes the email was intentionally released to manipulate public perception and pressure Baldoni into a swift response. As the fallout unfolds, fans and industry insiders are closely watching how both Lively and Baldoni will navigate the growing storm.
That's right. We've got the email that the New York Times sent Justin Baldoni, the email they sent Steve Sarowitz, Jamie Heath, and others. Plus, we have their response, the New York Times statement that they're making regarding wanting this case to dismiss. It is very common for someone to want a case dismissed. It's like if your mom tells you to clean your room, and of course you're going to go, do I have to? That's the motion to dismiss. Do I have to? Yes. All right, fine. I thought I'd try.
The email's timing, just before Christmas when many are on holiday or unavailable, appears to be a strategic move to limit Justin Baldoni's ability to respond effectively. The short one-day window put him under pressure, reducing his time to gather information, consult legal or PR teams, and prepare a proper response. This tactic is commonly used in sensitive situations where the sender aims to control the narrative or force a rushed reaction, preventing the recipient from fully assessing the situation before.
The email that New York Times sent to Justin back in December, days before Christmas, with a short one-day window for him to respond. We're going to get into all of that right now. So here in Variety, and again, this was filed Friday night, which is always how you file things when you don't want the media to report on them because you think they've got things to do over the weekend. I'm telling you this right now. There's a measles outbreak. I got a 9-month-old that's not vaccinated. I got nothing to do. We're staying home, okay? It's all Postmates and reading court documents.
The bombshell accusations have sparked debate, with some defending Lively's work ethic, while others question if her on-set conduct contributed to recent legal issues. As controversy swirls, fans are left wondering how these allegations will affect Lively's career moving forward.
That's called fraud, when you pretend you want to do the one thing and you'll do the thing they're hiring you for, but all along you have secret plans to do something very, very different that's above your pay grade. And she finally bumped into someone who was weak enough and not famous enough to stop her, right? This Justin Baldoni, most people had never even heard of him. He'd been in like one series. He certainly wasn't at Ryan Reynolds level fame, never mind Blake Lively. And she bullied him into giving her the movie where she did her own cut. They released the cut of the movie. He didn't even get to see it. He was the director of the film, the producer of the film, the guy who got the rights to the film, the one who's supposed to be in control. He didn't even get to see it. He was in the basement at his own movie premiere. And then she had the nerve, because she had 2 minutes of bad publicity when the film...
On May 15th, 2023, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni exchanged texts about revising the dialogue for Lily Bloom, Lively's character in Asterisk It Ends With Us star. Lively suggested enhancing Lily's agency and adding more playfulness to her interactions, aiming to intensify the chemistry between Lily and Ryle Kincaid, played by Baldoni. She expressed her willingness to adjust not only her own lines but also those of Baldoni's character to achieve this dynamic. Baldoni enthusiastically agreed, believing the changes would deepen the connection between the characters and improve the storytelling overall.
A text exchange between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni during the filming of It Ends With Us. Hey Blake, did you rewrite Lily's lines for today's scene? Oh yeah, nothing big though, just a few changes that I think better portray Lily's thoughts. That's cool, I don't mind, I trust you. Could you just let me know next time in advance? I want as much of a woman's perspective as possible. So do your thing, I just want to be kept in the loop. So Ryle is reacting to the right lines when we film. Gotcha. Don't worry, you're still the director. No need to snap at me. So that passive-aggressive exchange was part of a text from May 15th, 2023, and then they sent each other voice memos. More things to come with this to see if the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni Lawsuits go to trial.
Blake Lively did a movie co-starring Justin Baldoni. They had a falling out while they were shooting the film. She blamed him for being oversexual. She put that lawsuit out to try and destroy him. But it turns out that she fabricated a whole bunch of text messages. Her side of the story was fabricated and framed on Justin. When they had their premiere, bro, Justin, all his friends, and all his family were sent to the basement because Blake Lively didn't want any of them to be seen. As if it was just her night and her movie. Yeah. Now, there's a theory. It wasn't just Blake Lively suing Justin. It was also Ryan Reynolds. In Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds put in a character to make fun of Justin Baldoni. It was nice pull. They made that character to try and make fun of him.
Justin has shared that Blake Lively's early exchanges with him on Asterisk It Ends With Us Asterisk were marked by a light-hearted, witty tone. Lively's self-described spicy humor brought a unique dynamic to their conversations, showcasing her confidence and charm.
So this is an excerpt from my new favorite book, which is the website that Justin Baldoni published all about his correspondence with Blake Lively. And this is one of my favorite excerpts with my new favorite Game of Thrones character, Blake Lively. Are you ready for it? Blake Lively writes, I can send you my pass at the roof, or just read with you when we get together next week. Let me know what you prefer, smiley face. If you knew me in person longer, you'd have a sense of just how flirty and yummy the ball busting would play. It's my love language, spicy and playfully bold, never with teeth. And him serving it back to her is just as important. You don't usually see both the man and the woman with such agency and humor. Anyway, I can act it out for you next week to make sure it comes through. Or I can send it now. Let me know what you prefer. XX. To which Justin Baldoni responded, sorry, I was just crying my eyes out as kids and family just left for another 5 weeks and it was a shit show. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart.
The leaked texts, reported by multiple media outlets, reveal exchanges between Justin Baldoni, his PR head Jennifer Abel, and crisis management expert Melissa Nathan. In one message, Abel allegedly told Nathan, I think you guys need to be tough and show the strength of what you can do in these situations.
Lively included multiple text messages in her lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. Some of these text messages are between two women that Justin hired, one of them being Melissa Nathan, who is a crisis management expert, and publicist Jennifer Abel. In one text from Jennifer to Melissa, she says he wants to feel like she can be buried, referencing Justin and Blake. Melissa tells Jennifer, you know we can bury anyone. Some of these text messages are very intense. They are referencing unaliving Blake and putting her in a box. In one text, Jennifer says, I'm having reckless thoughts of wanting to plant pieces this week of how horrible Blake is to work with. In one text from Justin to Jennifer, he asks what their TikTok strategy is, and he asks for them only to start posting clips of him talking about domestic violence and why this movie is so important.
He wants to feel like she can be buried. Nathan responded cautiously, recognizing the need for secrecy. We can't write, we will destroy her, but later added, imagine if a document saying everything he wants ends up in the wrong hands, we can bury anyone.
Text, Jennifer is celebrating how fans are backing up Justin online. In another text, she says, fans remain supportive of you and believe the issue of the feud is because she took control of the movie. Melissa says, the majority of socials are so pro-Justin, and I don't even agree with half of them, LOL. In other text messages, Justin suggests how they might flip the narrative. In this screenshot, Justin sends an article about allegations of bullying against Hailey Bieber. He says, this is what we would need. Basically saying they need people to think that Blake
Lively has been accused of trying to take control of the project. Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Fredman, expressed shock at Lively's alleged actions, stating he's never encountered anything like it in his 30-year career. Fredman argues that Lively's attempts to dominate the production are unprecedented and manipulative.
The time progressed in this film. She decided that she wanted to be a producer. She started to make edits. She wanted to be part of the editing team. There were people hired, like human beings actually hired to do the editing job, who had done work as editors. She wanted to be part of that team. The next thing you know, she took over the editing. She started making threats that she wouldn't promote the movie, that she wanted to be in control of marketing of the movie, that she would do nothing in terms of promotion unless she was the actual.
The controversy stems from the troubled production of Asterisk It Ends With Us Asterisk, where tensions on set quickly escalated into a full-blown legal battle. Blake Lively, once known for her polished public image and acclaimed acting, now finds herself caught in a bitter dispute after filing complaints accusing Justin Baldoni of inappropriate on-set behavior.
Justin Baldoni is now involving Taylor Swift in his lawsuit against Blake Lively. So Justin Baldoni is suing Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and their publicists for over $400 million for all the It Ends With Us drama. Now he's name-dropping Taylor Swift, Blake's bestie, in the mix. Thankfully, Taylor Swift is not being sued, but she's mentioned in his 179-page paper complaint. And he's alleging that Taylor's fame was used to pressure him during production. And it really all stems from this penthouse situation where Blake and Ryan live. Apparently there was a meeting there with all of them and Taylor Swift was actually present, and Blake ended up rewriting one of the scenes. And even after the meeting was over, Baldoni texted Blake this, saying, "I gotta put my glasses on for this one, the font is too small. Also was working on the rooftop scene today. Really love what you did. Makes it so much more fun and interesting, and I would have felt the same way without Ryan and Taylor."
This was a sinister PR move. Blake Lively then moved 11 days later to file a lawsuit. So now she has filed a lawsuit. And I don't think she ever wanted to do this. I think she genuinely wanted this to be a PR move, and she wanted to leak it to the New York Times. She thought the public would take her side with no questions asked. And instead the public is saying, no, we have a few questions here. And Justin Baldoni is going all the way to the wall on this. His lawyer is already giving interviews explaining just how nasty her team has played this. The lawyer's name is Brian Friedman. He stopped by the Megyn Kelly show, and here's some of the things that he had to say. First, he says there used to never be a sexual claim. There never was a sexual claim until she went to that civil rights office. Take a listen.
There was actually no allegation of sexual harassment until the lawsuit.
The allegations, including claims of misconduct and a retaliatory smear campaign, have shaken the film's production and sparked a media frenzy, intensifying
talking all things Blake Lively and her legal complaint that she's filed against her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. Yes, the It Ends With Us movie drama does in fact not end. What's interesting about this story to me is the Justin Baldoni of it all. He is a self-proclaimed male feminist. He's woke. He speaks out against sexual assault and sexual harassment, even toxic masculinity. And now in this legal complaint filed by Blake Lively, he's being accused of sexual harassment.
I challenge you to see if you can use the same qualities that you feel make you a man to go deeper into yourself. And will you be man enough to stand up to other men when you hear locker room talk, when you hear stories of sexual harassment, when you hear your boys talking about grabbing ass or getting her drunk? Will you actually stand up and do something so that one day we don't have to live in a world where a woman has to risk everything and come forward to say the words "me too"?
This is gonna be really awkward if these allegations are true. I will say, just for the record, I'm not a fan of either of these individuals, and something about both of them rubs me the wrong way.
Blake Lively is accusing Justin Baldoni of sexual harassment, followed by an attempted PR takedown of her to cover his own ass from people finding out what he did to her. In an article titled "We Can Bury Anyone," Blake Lively heroically shared her story, and the world was on her side because it looked like she was just trying to take down a predator in Hollywood. So Justin Baldoni and his ace lawyer launched an all-cylinder fire attack to clear his name, and he started by suing the New York Times, saying that article was just published because it was paid for by Ryan Reynolds, and it was a multi-layered scheme planned out by Blake and Ryan to take down Justin. And I think it's pretty common knowledge that the mainstream media will lie on behalf of their powerful friends or anyone who pays them off to say so.
Blake Lively's legal team requested extra time to file an amended complaint, intending to present new evidence against Justin Baldoni. However, the presiding judge denied the extension, stressing the importance of adhering to the existing schedule. This decision underscores the court's commitment to a timely resolution, with both parties preparing for the trial set for March 2026. The case, drawing significant public attention with allegations ranging from misconduct to defamation, has led both sides to be cautioned against publicly discussing the dispute.
Well, Blake No Teeth Lively has experienced yet another court loss. So she wanted to amend her lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, right? The judge said, okay, cool, you have until Valentine's Day, February 14th. And now Blake Lively was like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, we're not ready to present yet. And she was asking for an extension until March 5th. And then the judge said, okay, why? And she's like, duh, because I'm Khaleesi and I said so. And then the judge was like, LOL, yeah, no, I'll give you until Monday. I'll give you a couple extra days. You have until Monday, but you don't have until March 5th. And so now she has until this upcoming Monday, which is February 17th, to figure out what she's going to amend in her complaint. And initially there were rumors that the amendment was going to come with some sort of statement from Jenny Slate, who played Justin Baldoni's sister in It Ends With.
In their ongoing legal dispute, Blake Lively's legal team has issued subpoenas to obtain phone records from Justin Baldoni and several of his associates. This action aims to uncover evidence of an alleged smear campaign against Lively. The subpoenas target major carriers, including Verizon and T-Mobile, seeking detailed logs of calls, texts, data usage, and location information from the past 2.5 years. Individuals named in the subpoenas include Baldoni, his publicist Jennifer Abel and Melissa Nathan, producer Jamie Heath, and Wayas Studios co-founder Steve Saraway.
Blake Lively's team had asked to subpoena Justin Baldoni's phone, meaning, and not only Justin Baldoni, the entire team that they had sued, meaning like 5 or 6 people, and they want not only to look at text messages in regards to the case, but in regards to everything.
And they want to go back 2.5 years.
Yes, with their internet browser history, so they can see whatever they Googled. I mean, if they do that to anyone's phone, you're going to find stuff that are suspicious, don't you think? I mean, you Googled many weird things. I think for them to ask to have access to Justin Baldoni's text to his wife, I mean, isn't that outrageous?
It sounds like an overreach, if you ask me.
Yeah. Or like Justin Baldoni's lawyer called it, a fishing expedition, which is a word he used on purpose, I think, because that's a word that judges don't really like. And this is, like he also pointed out, this is not a criminal case, and Blake is not the FBI. This is a civil case. So I think asking for this, do you think they're going to get it through from the judge?
Not altogether, but you know, it is you can do it in defamation cases, though.
Yeah, but I think limited in defamation.
They sought access not only to text messages related to the lawsuit, but also to all personal messages, internet searches, and browser history from the past 2.5 years.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, my besties. Do you think that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively had anything to do with it?
This is what Justin Baldoni's team is saying, right? They're saying that Ryan Reynolds pressured WME to fire Baldoni.
Yeah.
And of course, that has been denied by WME. But why then did they fire Baldoni? There are more quotes though out there, and he's saying that I am the man that did it. What did he say? I'm a ride or die guy.
Yeah.
So he takes credit for firing him, and then he's making fun of his last name by calling him Bologna or something like that.
Yeah, Baldoni.
Baldoni, and then he corrects himself and says Baldoni.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah. And that's someone they represented for more than 5 years.
This request covers call logs, text messages, internet search histories, and browser data. The subpoenas target several individuals connected to Baldoni, aiming to uncover evidence supporting Lively's claims of a coordinated smear campaign against her.
Saturday, the tea is flowing in the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively case involving Taylor Swift and Brian Friedman and all the characters that are involved. And the cross-fighting here in the legal documents is absolutely insane. Justin responds to subpoena, say, hey, this is a massive fishing expedition. It goes back and forth, and that's where we land on the actual documents that we're about to share with you. Umbrella Guy, friend of the program, says Blake Lively wants 2.5 years of Justin Baldoni, calls, texts, real-time location. Watch. It's all because she's attempting further character assassination since her Me Too claims didn't end him. Now, as we know, she claims he harassed her, SH, right? And that's really the big story. But she's also going to claim that he was part of a smear campaign. He's going to argue that was in retaliation. We were just planning a retaliation if you were going to come after.
What are your thoughts on Blake Lively's leaked emails? Do you think they will reveal crucial evidence, or is it an overreach? Share your opinions in the comments below.